Today we are going to be going over the exit ticket that you did yesterday in class. The first thing we're going to look at is the reciprocal of a number. So if we remember, the reciprocal of a fraction is when the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. And as a refresher here, the numerator is always the top number. It's the parts out of the whole, and the denominator is the bottom number, and it is how many pieces make up the whole. So if we want to find the reciprocal of 7/10, all we would do is flip between the numerator and the denominator, and we would now have 10 out of 7. To find the reciprocal of 1/2 or 1/2, we would flip this fraction and it would become 2/1. And to find the reciprocal of a whole number, remember we said that every whole number is out of one whole. So this would actually be 5/1. And then we would flip the numerator and the denominator and it would become 1/5. So those are the answers to number 1. And for number 2, we reviewed how to find the reciprocal so that we could use it to answer this question. So it is 5/8 divided by 2/3. Now we talked about when we are dividing fractions, we can multiply by the reciprocal of the second number or the second fraction. So we have this little acronym. We like to say that that we keep the first fraction the same, we change the division to multiplication, and then we find the reciprocal of the second fraction. So here we're just going to keep 5/8. We're going to change division to multiplication, and we are going to do the reciprocal of 2/3. So we'd flip it over and we'd get 3/2. And now we just multiply our fractions. So we multiply the numerators, which are 5 and 3, and 5 times 3 is 15. And then we multiply our denominators, which are 8 times 2, and 8 times 2 is 16. And then we ask ourselves, can we simplify 15/16? Do they have any common factors? And the answer is no. So our simplified answer, our fraction is 15/16 was the answer to number 2.